Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm Achilles and I am trying to lose 70 pounds. Right now I'm at 270-ish. I haven't weighed myself yet this whole month, so I am waiting to find that out. I'll give you an update when I do look at my weight. Right now we are going through the wrong doors. I'm gonna give you recommendations on what I eat and what not to eat. And first of all, I just like to say that I like to eat everything fresh. Here we are in the veggie aisle. First thing we're gonna get here is cabbage. We do a lot of stir fry at home, so cabbage is that nice vegetable base that kind of mixes in with any flavor you want to mix it with. And next up, let's see here. Getting the bag ready. We have asparagus. Asparagus is also healthy for you. I feel like any green veggie here is going to be good for you. I like to get everything fresh and not packaged. I like to stay with organic sometimes, like these green onions. They can be a little bit more expensive, but I'll settle with the onions. Next up, cilantro, just for flavoring. The green onions and cilantro we really use every day in almost all of our foods just for flavoring. Alright, and now some onions. Onions are great for stir frying and boiling. We like to do soups also, and I feel like you can never go wrong with soups. Then limes, just for our sauces, and pepper and some specialty dishes. We do a lot of Southeast Asian dishes, so we use a lot of lime for those. And tomatoes. I hate tomatoes, but my wife loves them. She knows how to mix them in with great dishes, so she makes them taste good. I can't complain. I don't do most of the cooking. She does most of the cooking. I'm just a traveler and the gatherer. Hunter-gatherer. Alright, on to the meats. First up we have here fish. I usually don't recommend eating packaged food or frozen food, but when it comes to fish, we don't eat it that much, just once in a while. So I'm getting some tilapia for us today. Can't really go wrong with fish. I feel like any fish is good for you, except for catfish, because they eat that metal stuff at the bottom of the lakes and rivers. Now we have chicken. Now this is where it gets kind of frustrating for me, because I like to eat healthy meats. I like to eat healthy, but the wings and thighs, which I'm about to get, are not as good for you as the breasts are, but we are not super picky. We still like to eat food that tastes good, so as long as it's chicken, fresh chicken, then we'll be okay. And over here I'm gonna get some pork. Again, this is one of the items that my wife wants to get. I don't really like pork that much. I don't really like the taste or just the idea of eating a pig. You see pigs, they just look really fat and not something that I would want to eat, especially because I'm trying to lose weight. Now here we have some items that I recommend not to get. Right here we have hot dogs. Anything processed like this, you've got a whole bunch of meats mixed up and pureed into this little solid meat stick. You don't really want that. It's not good for you. It's full of preservatives also. It makes them last long. Anything that's packaged up and that can go for at least 1 or 2 years without, getting bad or going bad, you want to stay away from. Right here we have bologna, or oven roasted white turkey. Same thing to me, you just don't want that. Anything packaged, you can look at the labels. The nutritional value of them is not really that good. Just a lot of sodium. And same with ham. Sliced ham, turkey, anything sandwich, things that you grew up with as a kid. We didn't really know about it, but once you get older and you figure out what you're actually eating, you can become more aware and make better choices. We're gonna put that back. Alright, and on to the worst aisle possible, the frozen section. Here we got frozen fruits. That's just plain lazy in my opinion. You want to have fresh fruits. Then we move on here to the aisle of the section of sadness. You've got the ice cream, tub of weight gain. Nothing good there. Everyone knows that. Eat it once in a while. And as you can see here, this is a very busy aisle. You can tell why 75% of Americans are obese. We just don't really care about what we're eating, or we just don't know, right? Ignorance is bliss. And right here, we have some very good looking chicken wings, TGI Fridays. These frozen dinners are easy and they taste good, but well, the tasting good is questionable. Depends on who you are. But you never want to eat these if you're trying to be healthy. You're trying to stay healthy and live a healthy lifestyle. Just anything that's easy is usually not good for you. Anything frozen and packaged usually has preservatives and chemicals that you don't want to eat. And let's get out of this aisle. Now, here we have another tasty section of chips. It's hard to not eat chips especially if you grew up eating a lot of junk food like I did. These Doritos Jacked are my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. They got those super packed, flavorings on it, and it just makes it taste so good. But you got to stay away from that stuff. I'm trying to stay healthy and change my lifestyle, so I'm trying to stay away from that. Let's get out of this aisle. And then we are gonna pick up something that my wife wants in this cracker and cookie aisle. You don't want any of these things either. These little kids snacks. It's amazing what we give our kids while going to school. They pack their lunch boxes with these things. We don't really even know whether we're giving them bad food. Alright, so she asked me to get some Ritz crackers, and yep, there it is. I won't be eating them, but we're gonna have them in the house. Alright, and on to the drink section. The worst drinks you can drink. Fluids. You don't really think about how bad fluids can be for you because they're liquid. You feel like you drink it and it comes out quickly, but nope. We've got the worst things here. This is the sugar aisle. I would call it all this soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. Worst things you can drink. This is what I'm all about right here. Water. And it's also a lot cheaper. You can get these refillable bottles. I think it's 39 cents a refill. You can't go wrong with that. It's like a few cents more for 5 gallons. I used to do this all the time, but now we don't because we use a water purifier to just purify our tap water, and that works good enough for us too. My favorite drink in the world. And here we have the sports drinks. Now this one's also controversial. People don't really know about it, but you don't really want to drink those either. There have been studies that show that they're not actually good for your performance. And then we have the energy drinks, which just have a whole bunch of stuff packed in there. They're useful at times. I drink them once in a while if I'm driving like 5 straight hours or something, but generally try to stay away from them. A lot of sugars in those too, and a lot of caffeine. I try to stay away from caffeine. Alright, now we're gonna cook. So we're making some chicken stir fry. As you can see there, we've got the chicken thighs, and I believe those are breasts. We actually do have breasts at home, so there it is. And we have cilantro, green onions, and onions cut up there. And you can also see that we have some sausage cooking in the baker there. Now, I did recommend staying away from processed food, but you can't really be perfect all the time. My wife likes that stuff a lot too, so we'll kind of settle with that. We got some garlic powder, salt. Now I'm trying to be more aware of the salt also, because I've been learning things about salt, table salt, and it actually has a lot of long-term effects that can mess with you and give you, diseases that you don't want. So I've been trying to use pink salt, which is supposed to be more healthy for you. And we've got the sauces there. A lot of sodium packed sauces like the Southeast Asian foods. Hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, sriracha, just for flavoring. Now we have the greens going in. My wife does a great job at cooking. Without her, I don't know what I would eat. I'd probably be eating ramen noodles every day. Maybe some scrambled eggs, ravioli. But she makes good food for us, so I'm thankful for that. Here's little guy. He chills right there while we cook. He loves to be in the kitchen. Alright, then we got some lime for our dipping pepper, our pepper sauce. Got some fish sauce, which is also sodium filled. I'm not really a big fan of, but we're transitioning. I'm trying to move away from this stuff slowly. My wife doesn't need to lose weight or anything, so she can eat whatever she wants. And here's the finished product. We have the stir fry chicken, some rice, pepper, and some sausage. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like that. Comment down if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer you.